This is the second week of our Mother's Day gift ideas from the kitchen, and today we're going to do a beautiful rosemary flavoured olive oil. So it's a very, very simple thing to do, but I think it matches up really beautifully with the dukkha that we made last week. So to start with, you just need to have some rosemary. So I just bought the standard rosemary from the supermarket. What you need to do is wash that really well, because when you're making this sort of product, you've got to be very careful of the bacteria that can grow if you are not getting rid of all the dampness thoroughly. So wash this very carefully, then pop it in the oven just to heat it through just for a few minutes. Just keep an eye on it so that it just dries out and you don't have wetness getting in with the oil, because then that can be dangerous. So that's what I did that yesterday, and I'm just going to pop the bits of rosemary into my bottles like so. And the other thing, of course, about these bottles is that you must thoroughly wash the bottles. So hot soapy water to start with, and then into a dishwasher, or making sure that you get some boiling water in there just to kill anything that's left and give it a really good rinse. So it's good to have a little bit of the rosemary in there, some different length of pieces, so that some are up high and some are lower. So then you put the olive oil in, and I'm just using a funnel here, otherwise it is a bit tricky. You just have to do this very slowly, otherwise you find that it gets higher than the lip of the bottle, and then you strike trouble with it pouring all over the bench. So I'm just going to do that slowly. The other thing you can do, and this helps with reducing the amount of bacteria that possibly can be about, and also helps intensify the flavour of the herb, is that you can actually heat the oil in a pot and put the rosemary or whatever other herb, you can use all sorts of other herbs, put that in a pot, heat it up, and just let that cool down again, and then bottle that, and that just allows that flavour to really intensify. So you can see there, I've just stopped it just at the lip of the bottle there. You just have to be careful that you don't fill your funnel so high that when it does pour out, it's too high and it comes over the amount that can fit in the bottle. So just letting it fill in there, and you can see the colour of the olive oil really looks lovely with that green in there. The bottle looks great with some herbs in it. So there we go. Just pop that over there. So just pop your lid on those. You just need to be careful with storage of them. They will keep in the cupboard for about, or it's recommended only just for about a week that you leave them in the cupboard. Otherwise you can put them in the fridge for 5 to 6 weeks. But just keeping an eye on them that you're not seeing any deterioration in the condition of the herb in particular. That sort of shows you that something might be a bit wrong. So the idea of this is that it was going to be a Mother's Day gift. So I've done one up here with a ribbon round it, and a wee card, or you could just do, if it wasn't for Mother's Day, or if you wanted something a bit simpler, you could just have just a ribbon without a card. We also did some dukkha last week that goes really nicely with this present, and because of course you can have dukkha and oil to dip with some bread. So I've just got the packets of dukkha to show you how that would look, with the lovely blue, a bag of dukkha and a gift card, and a lovely combination there with the blue ribbon around the bottle, and just a wee cellophane bag with the black ribbon as well, and that's another combination of those two. The other things you could use them for is when you're cooking meat. If you're cooking pizza bread, you could put dukkha and oil on those as well. Particularly fish and chicken are great with this combination. So that's a gift that can be used a lot in the kitchen if they're having friends around, Mother's Day, or any other time you need a nice gift.